Alrighty guys, so here we are looking at another e-scooter. We are talking about the Tooins M1 model. This is a less than $500 e-scooter that is really meant for those who like local commuting or that only do local commuting. Well, this is ideal. It has a lightweight frame as it is made of aluminum, and also has a small battery which is a 10.4 amp hour, and that reduces the weight as well. This one doesn't have a dual motor system. It is only a single hub motor on the rear, which is 600 watts, able to give us up to 25 miles in speed and 19 miles in range. So again, all of these features keep it lightweight so that you can transport this easier. Okay, now keep in mind that this is only for local commuting. It has Bluetooth for the app, I would assume, and this one charges in about 6 to 8 hours approximately. So it is also foldable, and when you take it out of the box, there's not much that you need to assemble. It comes, I would say, more than 95% assembled. All you have to put together is just the handlebar on the steering bar, and that's pretty much it. Check all the bolts, check everything thoroughly, just because you never know if they accidentally didn't assemble something correctly, and so you always want to check it and just be safe with it. So the price is really not that bad considering all the features that this thing offers. It has front light, rear lights, it has suspension on the front, and it comes with drum brakes on the front as well. And the rear, the motor also serves as what they call e-brake. So the motor does help you with stopping, and so does the front brake as well. The only thing is that I'm not really a fan of drum brakes, but it is okay if it works, I guess. And on the rear, we do have suspension as well. So this is a full suspension scooter, and thanks to the fact that we have 10-inch tires and they look sort of kind of for dual sport, even though they incline more for road, but you can do a little bit of off-road with this scooter as long as it is hard gravel and not soft pavement where you're gonna get stuck. Well, yeah, I mean, it's gonna have its limitations, I'm pretty sure, but overall it is a nice little scooter for those of you who are looking for something that looks rugged, something that is not very small, but at the same time you can transport it easily. Okay, it is designed for adults, of course, and like I said, the price is not that terrible considering all the features that it has. So it comes with a 1-year warranty, and the only thing about this company is that I wasn't able to find it on Amazon. So they have their own site, which is tooins.net, and that's how you can find their products. Okay, so everything in the box was okay, no issues whatsoever. It was delivered by FedEx, but I didn't get any damages. It was well boxed, and yeah, very easy to put together. It comes with a charger, it comes with everything you need to put it together as well. And now, of course, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the features on the display, talk about why we have a Bluetooth system. So to activate the headlight, you have to press the light or the button once, and now we have the headlight on. To turn it back off, you press it again. If you press it 3 times, that'll turn on the blue light at the bottom. Yes, it has a blue light here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but to turn it on, you had to press it 3 times, and then to turn it off again, you do the same thing once more. So 1, 2, 3, and that turns it off. So you have basically 2 different sets of lights. We got the little horn here, or the little bell, and the brake lever, which is only 1, and the throttle. They can be adjusted, so that's good. And yeah, it is a full suspension scooter. Everything looks pretty promising, but you got to see how that 10.4 amp hour battery is going to do. So right here on the slowest speed, we can do like 11 miles, 12 miles approximately, nothing too crazy. Then after this, you double press it, and that's going to be the normal speed. I would assume that takes us to like 14, 15 miles approximately. Let's check it out. And that's taking us to 16, 17, says 18. Okay, it says 19 now. So it's actually a little bit faster than what I anticipated. And then the final speed here is going to be sports, and you can feel it on the motor. So that is obviously going to take us to the 25 miles an hour. So right there, I don't know if you guys can see that, we are doing currently 25 miles an hour. That's pretty cool. So yes, our maximum speed with this scooter is going to be 18 miles an hour. When it comes to the handlebars, they look a little bit narrow for those speeds. This is only 18 inches wide. So in my humble opinion, that's a little bit too narrow. I wish they were at least 20, 22. That would give you that better stability feeling, of course. All right. So here, guys, as always, our next test is going to be the hill climbing test, okay? And so this is like I would say just about like, I don't know, like between 12, 13 degree incline. So we're gonna leave it on the sport mode that we have it on. And of course, this is not like an e-bike where you can pedal and help it. We have to see really how fast we can go. And so far we're doing 16 miles an hour going uphill, but this is not yet the steepest side. The steepest side is about to show up here in a minute. I'll let you know. But yeah, we're doing it at 18. Now we just reduced to 17, 16, 16, 15. This is the steepest side, and it did it at 13 miles an hour. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. These tires are more on-road than off-road, but yes, we're gonna test them off-road as well and see how they do. But if you're doing off-road with this, it's going to be mainly for hard gravel. Don't even try going into sand, especially having just one motor. Even though it kind of sort of feels like a hybrid between a road scooter and a off-road scooter. You know, it has that ruggedness, it has that body, it has everything, but this is not really meant for that purpose, okay? Now we have e-braking, and also it uses a drum brake on the front to do the braking. So of course here we're gonna use that single palm tree as a reference. We're gonna start braking from there, right here to my right, and right about here. So what I noticed, wow, that took a long time to come to a complete stop. I would have to guess that's at least 30 feet or more, which has been the longest. It's because I thought that the e-brake was going to get activated at the speed that I was coming, but no, it did not activate. So when I braked, the motor wasn't engaging. It has e-braking, but it didn't engage. It does it when you're going slower. So if I'm going like, I think it was 15 miles or less, it uses the motor to help you brake, but in this case it didn't. And it has to be adjusted here at the bottom a little bit. I'm gonna do that right now, just because I felt like it took too much. I think that's a little better. Yeah, that took too much to come to a complete stop, but keep in mind, guys, these are drum brakes. So just about this area, we're gonna start doing the off-road testing, okay? And as we are conducting the off-road test, all right, which is mainly hard gravel, well, oh, look at that, we got more company here with off-road bikes. That's cool. All right, so as we're riding here, guys, I want to say the battery, don't get your hopes too high with it. Keep in mind that it is a decent battery for this kind of scooter with a single motor, and it should take you places for sure. But just keep in mind that this is not for long travels, okay? And by the way, it's handling that off-roading here, the little gravel off-roading, is doing fantastic. I mean, the suspension is definitely helping. So it's not one of those gimmicky suspensions that don't do anything. As you can hear from the tone of my voice, it's not very rattly because I feel the suspension absorbing the little rocks and the bumps. So that's good. That's better than I anticipated. But again, getting back to the battery, just don't expect this thing to do miracles, okay? Don't expect it to do a lot, you know? They are rating it at 19. Now, this can mean two things. They are overrating it and giving you the distance as if you were a very light rider, or they're telling the truth, and if you weigh less than 265 pounds, it could go that far if you were 265 pounds. Now, luckily for us here in Florida, guys, we have flat land for the vast majority of Florida, and so vehicles and everything that moves doesn't suffer much because we don't have high hills or mountains. I mean, right now we're looking at one of the steepest hills that I could find around Florida, believe it or not. And so, yeah, I mean, for us, it's not a big deal, but if you live in mountains or places like that, well, depending on your incline, keep in mind that this thing has a 15-degree incline capacity. Well, depending on where you live, you will be able to use it, but that's going to also affect your battery life, okay? But so far, let me tell you, it feels great. Nothing feels cheap in the sense that nothing feels like it's gonna break. I mean, we got the handle grips right here. They feel fantastic. You have the little speedometer here. That feels great as well. And I think my stepson is right over there somewhere. He brought his dirt bike to this park. And so, yeah, I think that's him for sure. But yeah, the display, you can see everything clearly. We got the battery indicator. So far, believe it or not, guys, we have a full battery. Check that out. We have done a couple miles already. We have a full battery, which is cool. All in all, I gotta say, guys, I'm quite impressed with the build quality of this little scooter, and it has sufficient lighting as well. So if you're riding at nighttime, you're not gonna have an issue being seen out there. I gotta say, guys, if you're watching this video and I took the time to make a video like this, believe me, I don't waste my time on junky products. You know, regardless of the price, it could be expensive and junky, it could be cheap and junky, I don't care. If it's junky, I just simply refuse to review it, and a lot of these companies, they know I do that. So yeah, if you're watching this video, it's because I think this little machine right here is worth it. I think it's priced right. If I remember correctly, it's $399 or less. And yes, you can find even cheaper scooters out there, but just keep in mind, guys, that sometimes you are sacrificing quality. You see, with this one here, you're not sacrificing quality. It feels great, it feels firm, and it feels like you are, more than safe going at higher speeds. Also, even though it was not designed for this purpose, but I carry my daughter sometimes on the front side of the scooter, being very cautious about, potential injuries, of course, like with everything, but I carry her around, plus my weight. I'm 216, and this thing can hold just fine. So there are classifications that it says that it can hold up to 330 pounds. I would say it's quite legit because, again, I'm adding 200 and maybe 240 total with my daughter's weight, and it doesn't even flinch in the sense that it doesn't feel like it's holding back. I mean, I feel like the speed and everything is still the same. You do have to inflate the tires on both of them. So these are pneumatic tires. They do require a inner tube as well. Also, the kickstand is pretty solid. It doesn't wobble around. It feels very nice. Well, guys, here we are about to wrap it up with the Tooins M1 e-scooter. Very nice little machine here, and there's very little to complain, with the exception, I already mentioned it, the brakes. They could have done a little better job, but overall it is not bad. And after riding for about 6-7 miles approximately, I was surprised to see that we still have about 86%, it says 87% right there, okay, of battery life, knowing that this is only a 10.4 amp hour battery. I was quite impressed to see that. It comes with the app, it has built-in Bluetooth, simple to assemble. All I had to do was just install these 4 screws on the side. We got 2 here and 2 on the other side. That was it, guys. It was super simple to do, and overall, like I said, it feels great on the road. Even when doing off-roading, it feels great, but the main purpose of the scooter is to go on road. With this being said, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, comment, and share. Click on the bell icon so that you don't miss future videos like this. And I'll see you guys on my next one.